afternoon. My name is Guma Wabire.
And I'm Justice Kelvin. Welcome to The Grit.
The soccer team started out the week playing Berlin with both teams falling boys 2-1, girls 2-0. The boys also lost to Pig North 1-0. The girls were able to bounce back against New Albany. Let's throw it over to who's here with senior captain Kat Sauce.
Thanks. How did you first get into soccer?
I first got into soccer by my parents putting me into OIA soccer, and I just loved being able to play with all my friends and the feeling of scoring goals, so I stuck with it.
What position do you play, and what do you enjoy most about it?
I play center mid, and my favorite thing about it is being able to be a vital part of the attack, but also a vital part of the defense, so you get both ends.
What's one of your favorite memories from playing soccer?
One of my favorite memories from playing soccer would be last season beating OOHS in the district semifinal.
How do you mentally prepare for a big game?
Before a big game, I like to eat a good meal and listen to some Pitbull music on the way to my game.
How do you motivate your teammates?
I motivate my teammates by leading by example at practice and working hard and making sure that we're all locked in and ready for the game.
Who is the best announcer at the games who gets you pumped?
Justice Colvin.
Thanks, Kat. Good luck on the rest of your season. Now back to the boys.
Let's swing it over to girls golf, who placed second at the OOHS tournament. The girls earned a school record with a team scoring 290 shots. Amelia Butner and Adeline Ricker both shot 69, making the first team, and Amelia Ricker shot 73, making the second team.
Girls tennis lost 1-4 against Hilliard Davidson, but were able to win with the last set.
Girls volleyball were able to pull out a win yesterday, 3-2 over Berlin. Senior Izzy Shulvin set a new school record with 52 assists. Senior Emma Cagino led the team with 24 passes. Senior Macy Gerboth had 22 kills.
Field hockey beat Lancaster 3-0 on Wednesday with Maggie Gardner, Reagan Zacharich, and Megan Bohenick all scoring for the Nears, and followed it up with another win against Maumee Valley Country Day 1-0. The Pioneers had a great win last week against Westerville North, taking down the Warriors 42-0. The ball was spread around with Jake Luling, MC Walker, Zane Kosnak, Trayton Schroeder all having touchdowns, and Lucas Fickle having 2.
Nears will take on rival OOHS tonight at 7 p.m. Both teams are undefeated. Make sure to be there and be loud. All right, so now let's transition into our pick'ems for this week. For high school football, there are two massive rivalry games we got going on. Pickerington North versus Pickerington Central. Obviously a battle of Pickerington, if you couldn't tell on the name.
Yes.
So, Guma, who do you got for that one?
Well, recently I've been seeing on my Instagram feed that Pick Central's ranked 1 right now in the 270 area, and we're ranked number 2. Based off that, I'll take Pick Central. I don't really know much about this matchup, so I'll just play it safe with the number 1 seed right now.
I think I'm actually going to take Pick North. I think that they have a good team this year also, but obviously both these teams are normally pretty high up in those rankings for pretty much every sport. You know, I'll just to spice things up a bit, I'll go Pick North in this one.
All right, in the next game, we got a big district rivalry, Olentangy Orange versus Olentangy. We're home. It's USA theme. It's about to be nice tonight. You know, Orange has a great squad. We're 84-0 right now in the past 2 games based off scoring. I'm taking Orange. I know they have a good defense, but I'd still like to take Orange with the momentum we have right now.
Yeah, we all know Caden Gabhart, Clemson commit, but what is he going to do when he's guarding MC Walker, Zane Konzak, even Trayton Schrader? I mean, there's just too many players on that wide receiving core that Orange has got, having one of the best passing attacks while also simultaneously having one of the best rushing attacks with Lucas Fickle and that big, beefy O-line led by Remley Bowen. I'm going to also take Orange in this one. I think that they are well on their way to a solid state run, and this is one of the best teams that we've ever seen Orange have, and I think they get the win against Olentangy here. Now, transition over to college football. The only really big game, the only game between 2 ranked teams is the Sooners hosting the Wolverines, Oklahoma versus Michigan. College game day, 7:30 p.m. on ABC. I think this is going to be a tough one. Both have great defenses. Both had pretty not great first weeks, with Michigan beating New Mexico by only 17, and Oklahoma only putting up 35 points against an Illinois State FCS school. So I'm going to take Oklahoma, though. They're at home. They have great atmosphere. I think the Sooner crowd will be quite loud. Bryce Underwood did not impress me that much from Michigan. So I'm going to go Oklahoma here. I think they're going to win by 2 scores.
Yeah, and I'll agree with you. I'll take Oklahoma as well. They have home court. Both of the teams, their matchups last week weren't really something we can talk about, compared to like a team like Ohio State who played Texas, so now we know something about them. So yes, I'll be taking Oklahoma as well.
All right, now we go to the NFL. Browns, Bengals, Ohio rivalry. A lot of people in this school district, in this area, pretty much anywhere in Ohio, this is a big game. Obviously, the Browns coming off of a really rough season, and the Bengals having a really disappointing season with how good that offense was, and it looks to be even better this year. But I genuinely think that the Bengals might have the 33rd ranked defense in the NFL. For all those who don't know, there's 32 teams in the NFL. That's how bad this defense will be, in my opinion. The Browns, I do think, will have a good defense. Mason Graham coming in, a good pickup in the draft. Myles Garrett's obviously going to be a game wrecker. But I will go with the Bengals here. I think this offense with T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, who look to break out this year, and Joe Burrow, I think that's a little bit too star-studded for this measly Browns team.
Yeah, I was born in Cleveland, but I'll be taking the Bengals. Why? Because I don't believe in this Browns team right now. We have Joe Flacco starting at quarterback, and that's not the quarterback I want. I'd rather have Shedeur Sanders in a couple weeks, but I know that we have to start with Flacco since he's been here before and he has more experience.
He's got the veteran experience, yeah.
Yeah, but at age 39, no, I do not want Flacco on my field. Give me the Bengals.
All right, then the biggest game, my team, the Ravens, traveling to the cold, harsh, winter-ish climate that is Buffalo, New York, playing the Bills, who knocked them out of the playoffs last year. It was a rough one. Mark Andrews dropping the 2-point conversion to tie the game. But let me tell you something about Lamar Jackson. We are witnessing the greatest quarterback in NFL history right now. Can you believe that? Lamar Jackson will be the greatest quarterback by the end of his career. And it starts this season with his first Super Bowl win. And he's going to get the job done, leading the Ravens on a 17-0 run. And that's going to start with a win against the Bills.
I think Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are really similar. They've been fighting for a Super Bowl for 5 years straight during this Mahomes era. But, I just see something in Josh Allen. I feel like he's going to have a good year this year, so I'll take Buffalo. I've always liked the Bills, even though I was a Brown fan, and I always wanted to see him beat Kansas City. So I want to see him have a good year. I'll take Buffalo.
All right, looks like we'll have to check on that one.
That's all for our show. Thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of The Grit. Make sure you support your Nears in action this week. I'm Guma.
And I'm Justice Cullivan. We have to see you next Friday right here on The Grit. And as always, roll Nears.